Hi programmers, I want us to work on this some more, and so I brought up the time clock project, which is TC project, and when you pull it up in the design, you hit the first screen, but then I clicked on this enter special time so that I could be on that screen. And I did notice when I was doing it, I forgot these two variables the other day. One was a day label 2 and one was a today label 2. So I went ahead and I added those in. And I noticed also this recalc label, when I pulled the program up to run it, it says recalc label, and I didn't like that. So when I was up in the initialize component, I said to give it spaces. And so as long as we're up here in this load time clock, I said go ahead and make this PREID to text box spaces or null. And then I said the recalc label, make it spaces too. And then what we're going to do today is, if we can get on this second screen, right here it is. I wanted to have the text changed property. So if you click on him and then click on your properties and come down here to text change, it'll double click it. It'll create you that function or method. And then you can enter your code. And our code is almost like the first one, but it's not exactly. It doesn't do as much, and it's got different variable names. But we did reuse that select PRE field. So anyway, so for a lot of it, you can just go ahead and copy in from the other one and just paste it in, because you still got this portion here where you validate to make sure it is a number. And if it's not, you give an error message and you set the focus back to the text box 2. And then if it passes that, we go ahead and set the today label and the today label and put it on the screen. And then we come over here and we call our select PRE and we put inside the parens the PRID text box 2.text. And so that's the variable that it's going to look for in the database. And then when we come back, we set our labels to spaces and we say the group box is equal to false. And then if you recall this name string, that is a static variable that we created and put at the top of the program. And that's one thing we filled in with a name if we find one. So if he's equal to spaces, we're going to give an error box and we're going to make the group box not visible, and we're going to set the PRE text box back to spaces, and we probably ought to set the focus of that too, like we did on this first one. So we're going to go ahead and do that and see what happens. I don't know. I've been having problems with this morning, so I hope this takes it. Not with the program, but with the recorder. Okay, now if it does find a name, it goes ahead and it fills in the labels with the name string, and then it makes the group box visible. And then we go ahead and fill in the week, and we use that paragraph that we had up top to get the week number, and we get the date, and we set the default type to H for holiday. Of course, you could set it to R for regular or V for vacation if you want. And we set the hours worked default to A. So let's see if this works for us. Yay! So far, at least so I'm going to enter myself. And this is all we're going to do today. There's other stuff we've got to do. Well, I entered Lauren, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and enter myself. See, yeah, and if you'll see, we got the week number, we got the date, we've got the default type, which was H for holidays, and we got the hours. Now, eventually, we're going to set a procedure that when we click this button that says create hours, it's going to create two time records, a start record and a stop record. And anyway, that's going to be all for today, or right now. We might do some more later. And I have been sitting through the advanced C# class, and if I can, I'm going to try to incorporate some of the stuff into our program. But so far, I really haven't come across anything. It's a real complicated class, and it's a good class. I'm glad I'm taking it because as being a programmer, as long as I've been programming, a lot of times, I can get something to work. I may not understand exactly why or all the details, but I can make it work and I can make it run and everything. So this way I'm kind of learning the whys. And but these are all console applications. They're not Windows applications. But anyway, I'm still learning a lot of stuff, and so we'll see if we can incorporate it into our programs too. Alrighty. Well, till next time, you guys have happy programming.